Nobody is going to tell you this, because it's easier to say, just hit the gym, or just dress better. But that's not why people ignore you. That's not why you walk into a room and feel like you disappear. And it's definitely not why another guy walks in, says almost nothing, and somehow everyone notices him. You're not ugly. You're just doing a few things, very wrong, and they're happening automatically. Here's the truth. People don't decide how they feel about you based on your face. They decide based on how your face, your body, and your voice make them feel. In the first few seconds, before logic even kicks in. So let's break this down in real life, not theory, actual situations. First scenario. You walk into a room. Most guys walk in like this. They enter quickly. Their eyes scan everything. They look for reactions. They adjust their shirt. Maybe check their phone. They're already asking the room, where do I fit in here? Now watch the difference. You walk in, not slow, not dramatic, just controlled. You take 2 steps in and pause for half a second. You look around once, calm, not searching, just observing. Then you move. That tiny pause does something powerful. It signals, I'm not rushing to belong here. And people feel that instantly. Second scenario. You introduce yourself. Most guys rush this. Hey, I'm Tom. Quick handshake. Eyes already moving. Voice slightly higher than normal. It feels like you're trying to get it over with. Try this instead. Eye contact first. Half a second. Then speak. Hey, I'm Tom. Short pause. Then release the handshake. That pause after your name? That's where presence lives. Most people are too uncomfortable to hold it. So if you can, you immediately stand out. Now your voice, because this is where most men lose without realizing it. Record yourself speaking. You'll notice it immediately. You rush. You fill gaps. You go up at the end of sentences, like you're asking for approval. Here's a simple correction. When you speak, imagine your words are slightly heavier, like they take effort to move. That alone slows you down naturally. And at the end of your sentences, drop your tone. Not forced, just finish instead of lifting. Example, instead of, I think we should go there? Say, I think we should go there. Same words, completely different perception. Now let's talk about something even deeper. Confidence. Because right now, you're trying to feel confident in real time, and that's why it doesn't work. Confidence doesn't come from the moment. It comes from anchors. Here's what that means. Before you walk into a situation, you need something your mind can lock onto, something stable. Simple anchor. Your breathing. Before entering a room, take 1 slow breath in. Hold for a second. Then out. That's it. It tells your body, we're in control, and your body listens. Second anchor. Your posture reset. Before you enter, roll your shoulders back once. Not exaggerated, just enough to open your chest. Now hold that for a few seconds. That changes how you walk in, without thinking about it again. Third anchor, your focus. Instead of thinking, do they like me? Switch it to, who here is interesting? Now your attention goes outward, and instantly, you stop shrinking. Now let's go back to your body. When you stand in a group, don't collapse inward. Most guys bring their shoulders forward, hands close, feet unstable. Instead, plant your feet. About shoulder width. Let your arms hang naturally, or rest them loosely. No tightness. Here's a powerful one. When someone else is speaking, don't overreact. Don't nod constantly. Don't laugh too early. Just listen, then respond. That restraint creates weight. Your reactions start to matter more. Now your clothing. Keep it simple, because simple is hard to get wrong. A white shirt, clean, no wrinkles, fits your shoulders, not your ego. Jeans, dark, straight fit, no stacking mess at your ankles, no oversized folds. And shoes that look intentional, not random. That's it. You don't need more. Because the goal isn't to impress, it's to remove distraction. Now combine all of this. You walk into a room. You pause for half a second. You breathe once. Your shoulders are set. You're not scanning for approval. You're observing. You meet someone. You hold eye contact. You say your name. You don't rush away from the moment. You speak slower. You react less. You move less. But everything you do feels intentional. And here's what happens. People don't think, this guy is attractive. They think, there's something about him. That's the goal. Not perfection, not performance. Presence. Because the truth is, most men aren't unattractive. They're just chaotic. Too fast, too reactive, too eager, too loud, too unsure. And when you remove that, what's left is clarity. So no, you're not ugly. You've just been moving through the world without control over the signals you send. Fix the signals, and suddenly, people respond to you differently. Same face, different life. But there's one more layer to this, and this is where everything either sticks or you go back to your old patterns tomorrow. Your body remembers every time you hesitated, every time you felt out of place, every time you thought, I'm not enough here. And without realizing it, you replay that automatically. That's why change feels unnatural at first, not because it's wrong, but because it's new. So here's what you do, not forever, just for the next 3 days. You run an experiment. Every time you enter a room, you pause for half a second. No exceptions. Every time you introduce yourself, you hold eye contact just a little longer than usual. Every time you speak, you slow down just enough to feel slightly uncomfortable. And every time you catch yourself overthinking, you shift your focus outward. What's actually happening around me? That's it. No overcomplication. Because confidence isn't built in one moment. It's built in repetitions of controlled behavior. And after a few days, something interesting happens. You stop thinking about it. It becomes natural. And once that happens, you don't just look different. You feel different before anything even happens. That's when it clicks. It was never about fixing your face. It was about removing the signals that were working against you the whole time. So try it, 3 days, and then come back and tell me what changed. Because once you see it, you can't go back to being invisible.